Alright, so I'm going to show you this last one. I already loosened this bolt, so I'm going to take this bolt out right here. It is a 10 millimeter, of course. Take that out, set it to the side. You're going to pull up on your coil pack, and it should just pop right out. Boom, pops right out. It's similar to the Mitsubishi video that I done, but you want to check these. That's got a little spot on it right there, but these looks like it's burning pretty dry. Then we're going to take our socket and our ratchet, put a long extension on the bottom, and then put your short one on top. And you just want to give it a light boom. And that'll break it loose. It's kind of tight. Probably hadn't been out in a while. I've had two that were out of. Gap specs. One was like a 0.055 and one was like a 0.049, almost 5. So you take that, get it loose, and you're gonna screw this out. Until your plug breaks loose. Boom. And my trick, I had a little spark plug, extra spark plug grommet. But now I just take these little magnets, stick it on it, pull it out. You want to inspect the plugs. This one's burning kind of dry. It's not too bad. It's got a little carbon on it. Like I said, they've been in there a while. If that thing will focus on me. But not too bad. So I'm gonna go over here and I'm gonna grab the last spark plug here, and I'm gonna show you an easy way. Like I said, sometimes they come pre-gapped, sometimes they don't. These weren't pre-gapped. They're supposed to read 0.044, and this one's only read. This is not even reading anything. Right? If you check it, I can't even get it on there, and it's what, 0.021. So you need to spread that out, and I use a tire thing that remove the valve from tires. Just give it a little twist, not much, because you don't want to go too far. You bend these things too much, they'll break. And you want to check your gap again. So with that little bit that I've done, I'm up to about 3039. I need to be over. See, at this point, you can just give it a little lift on your gapper and get it to 0.04. 0.044, excuse me. And if you look, we are right about there. Just give it a little more. Check it again. 0.044. Now that you got a gap, here's my insertion tool that I use. Stick it on my grommet. I stick the pipe on the plug and I stick it down in the hole. And I wiggle it just until it catches. Once it catches, you can spin it. Catch it, spin it. Boom, this comes off. Boom, you take that off. You put your socket and extension back on. And grab your ratchet. Tighten it back down. So right there, it's snug. It just snugged up. From here, I'm gonna go about a half turn and come back 12 o'clock and do about a quarter turn. Yep, and that's good. At which point, you can stick your coil back in there. Put your bolt back in. Most of the stuff is aluminum brass, so you don't want to do too tightening on it. I just use my impact, bump it, and once it clicks once, that's all you need in it. You don't need to over tighten none of this stuff. And after that, you find your plug and plug it back in. Is that the right one? It's a little stiff. It's not the right one. That one goes up to the throttle body. It's your gray one right here. Boom. All right, that's back in. Now, from here, you want to put your throttle body back on. So let's see if I can set my camera up so we can see that. Okay, here's the throttle body. Just gonna stick it back down here like this. Okay. Yeah, 1, here. You got one on the other side. And to make it easier for me to get it in there, I just put it on my extension. Boom. Once it goes in the hole, you know. That's how to wig it sometimes. And then from this point, you can just see, there's a rubber seal behind this too, so you don't want to tighten this too tight. But to make sure it seals properly, you kind of want to caddy corner it. So I'll take my little extension off, put my ratchet on, and I'll tighten this bottom one first. Just snug it up. The top corner, snug it up. The other corner, snug it up. Bottom right, snug it up. And give it a good twist. Go backwards. Good twist. Like I said, none of this stuff needs to be farmer haul tight. You just get it good snug. Give everything about a good quarter turn. And boom. You're done. And put that pan back in. Alright. We got this hose here. It goes underneath here. Hooks down here. Get it on. If you ever need those pliers, you want to squeeze that clip. Lock it down in place. Then that hose also connects over here on top. Connects up top right there. So put that hose on. Make sure you get it on good. Boom, boom. Take your needle nose, squeeze your clip. Put your clip back in place. All right, then you come back over here. You got the throttle body. This connects to your throttle body here. So I'm going to set this camera up. So let's see this. We're going to need that. see if I get back in position where I had it. Probably have to move it again. But that hose, yeah, it's not gonna work. This hose goes in here. And you want to try to put it in there before you mount everything back up, because it's tight. So I'm gonna have to put the camera down and possibly I'm trying to show you guys this so you know. Okay, I'm gonna try to get this back in here. Like I said, it's tight. I had trouble getting it off. But you got to put this hose back on before you can put the rest of that back together. On go. And when I say it's tight, it's tight. It don't want to go. Maybe that'll help slide it on a little bit. Like I said, it is tight, buddy. I'm gonna grab my pliers. The purpose of me grabbing my pliers is so I can grab the pipe and kind of twist it, wiggle it to get it back on there. You want to be careful so you don't break nothing. There you go, boom, it's back on. While I'm here, I'll just take these pliers, grab my clip like that, boom, put it back up there. So, from here, we're going to put our air box back in, hook those things back up, and plug this here, goes to your mass airflow sensor. Plug that back in, and then we'll put all the plastic. We'll put that plastic cover back on, and we will be finito, finished, done. We're finished. Before you lock everything back in, just look over, make sure you got everything plugged back in like it's supposed to be. Now, yep. Everything looks good. Now I can go ahead and tighten this up here, and that, my friends, is that, my friends, is a 5/16. socket. And it doesn't have to be really tight. I'm gonna grab this air box. Alright, this air box, it's got two little pros down there in the bottom. That's where they stick into. Those right there, they stick into that. And then this little hose here goes over top of that. So let's get that in position. Once you get it in position, it'll fall right into place. Boom. Now that that's in place, and tighten this. It's also 5/16. And plug this mass for air sensor back in. And you got a bolt. Goes right here. It's 10mm. That's what holds your air box down. That's tight. And just take your little clip, put it back in here. Boom. Everything's buttoned up, ready to go. Now all we got left to put back on is that plastic cover. I'm gonna grab it. Sit it down on there. You want to make sure it's in position. Good, good, good. These are also 10mm. So alright. And that's how you put it back together. I'm gonna probably wipe this off a little bit. Needs a good detail. I do detail work too. But anyway, make sure all your tools are out of the way. I set me up a little table over here with all my tools and stuff. Make sure all your tools is out from under the hood so you don't leave nothing. Give it a, oh, gotta have a key. Gonna give it a little start up, a little starty. Everything seems to be running good. Nothing out of the ordinary. We have successfully did spark plug change on a 2009 Infiniti G37x. Done by yours truly, Davin Fields. You guys have a good day. I'm out.